Have you ever had something happen to you that you weren't expecting? Something that you wish had never happened? It was a warm October day at about 3 o'clock p.m. I was standing next to my desk in my office. The phone rings. "Kyle, you need to get home right now. Go get your little brother and get here now." I get to my car and I speed down the road. I'm heading back home and I'm speeding down the street, and the car in front of me decides that I'm going too fast, decides that I need to slow down. And so they slow down to 5 miles per hour. "What are you doing? I got somewhere to be." They have no clue what's going through my mind. I have no clue what's going through their mind. Slow down. I get home and I walk through the door, and there, sitting next to him, are my mom and my sister. I walk up next to him and I kneel down and I lay my head on his chest. His chest raises and lowers slowly. His breathing is labored. The nurse is giving him medicine to make the pain go away. I'm sitting there next to my little brother Cody, my sister Carissa, my mom, holding hands. I look up at him. "Dad, it's okay. It's okay, Dad. You can go now. Go be with God in heaven, Dad. I'll take care of Mom. I'll take care of Carissa. Cody will be okay. I got this, Dad. I got this." For the first time in hours, life comes to his eyes, and he looks at me, and he nods his head. And then after a few short breaths and very long pauses, my dad loses his battle to cancer. "I got this, Dad. I got this." The game is called life. The rules are made up on the spot. Winning is different for every person. We're dealt a hand of life cards. These cards are called situations, challenges and opportunities, desires, abilities, family, race and gender, so much more. We have to play these life cards. And it's the life cards that we play that determine whether or not we're winning or losing at the game of life. The game is called life. It's your turn to play. What will your next move be? There's a 1 in 649,740 chance that you will be dealt a royal flush in your first 5 cards of poker. There's a 1 in 16,215 chance that you will draw 3 cards to a royal flush in the game of poker. But there is no chance that your hand of life cards will come without challenges, will come without adversity, will come without opportunities for growth and improvement. Because let's face it, life is filled with these challenges and these situations. It is how you play your life cards. It is how you deal with these situations that ultimately determines the outcome, that ultimately determines your satisfaction, that ultimately determines whether you lose or win. At 19 years old, the world was my oyster. I was a sophomore in college, and everything was going my way. I had every opportunity that I could imagine, careers, internships, whatever I wanted. And then my dad died. And I was thrust into a realm of responsibility that I could have never imagined. The breadwinner of our family was gone. And my mom, who had worked odds and ends jobs throughout my life, was now at the helm of our family ship. What was I going to do? It was my turn to play my cards. And in my hand was this card This card that said, give up. This card that says, go to bed and don't wake up tomorrow. The card that says, this sucks. The man that taught you everything, the man that was your best friend is gone. And that was the card I wanted to play. That was the card that was the easy card. But next to that card in my hand was a different card. It was a card that said, the man that taught you everything taught you to be strong, taught you to be resilient, taught you to press on. The card of tenacity. And I picked up that card and I threw it down on the table. I got this. I got this. I graduated college, the first one in my family to ever do so. I met a beautiful woman. She had a 3-year-old daughter. At the age of 20, I married her. I went to my boss and I said, I am going to buy your company from you or go use my degree somewhere else. He agreed to sell me the company. We had our first son. He was born on my mother's birthday. And we bought our first house. The realtor delivered the keys to the hospital the day my son was born. Life was great. Life was awesome. I got this. I got this. In life, you are dealt situations. These situations happen to you, around you, or by you. But they're just a point in time. They're mere moments of your life. And after they happen, you have a choice of life cards to play. And it is what card you play that matters the most. Because the car crash, the bully at school, the cheating spouse happens and is gone. But the card you choose to play lasts forever. And so when considering the life cards that you choose, consider this. That at every life card you play, there's something good that can come out of it. Something beneficial can come out of every life card. And you may choose to play the wrong life card. Maybe you play it wrong once, maybe twice, maybe 10 times you've played the wrong life card. But in your hand is another one, and another one. And your choice, your decision is the next card in your hand. And you can play a card that can overcome, that can change your course. One thing to consider is that when you know where you want to be in the game of life, when you know what your outcome is, what the results of winning are, it's easy to play the right life card. It's easy to pick up the right one. It had been about 5 years since my dad had passed. My mom was doing great. She had a job at the school that my little brother was going to. He was a sophomore in high school, and he was doing wonderful. And I was heading out the door one morning when I get the call. Kyle, Mom's not waking up. She's making a weird noise. You need to get here right now. What do? I don't know what to do, Kyle. Cody. Hang up. Call 911. I'm on my way. So I speed down the street, and I pull into the apartment complex, and I walk through the door and into the room, and there's Mom laying on her bed, stiff as a board, making a weird noise. Mom! 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 The paramedics rushed past me. They put her on a gurney. For the first time in my life, I'm in an ambulance with my little brother, my mom in the back. We get to the hospital, and the doctors usher us into the waiting room, waiting for them to tell us what's going on, what's happening, what's wrong with my mom. Carissa joins us, and we sit there waiting. Kyle, we don't know what's going on with your mom. She's in a coma. You can come see her. We're going to figure out what's going on. We walk into the room, and there's my mom laying lifeless, tubes in her body. Mom! Mom! Mom. Mom. For 11 days, she was in a coma in ICU. They found out that her liver had failed due to diabetes. She needed a new one. Carissa was working with the doctors, figuring out what the next steps were. We were just sitting there, waiting. And on day 11, she woke up. Hope. Mom! Mom, how are you? Mom, it's okay. It's okay, Mom. Cody's okay. We got this. It's okay, Mom. Mom. She tried to talk, but she couldn't formulate the words. She tried to write something down, but it looked like hieroglyphics. It's okay, Mom. It's okay. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine, Mom. It's okay. We got this. And as I left the hospital that night, for the first time in 11 days, there was hope. Mom's going to be okay. She's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. We got this. And then at 3 a.m., Kyle, you need to get here right now. Your mom has crashed. There's nothing we can do. You need to come say goodbye. Goodbye? I speed down the street. We get to the hospital. For the second time in my life, sit there with Cody, Carissa, my family around me. Mom. Mom. It's okay. Go be with Dad. It's okay, Mom. I'll take care of Carissa, Cody. We got this, Mom. We got this. We got this. What would you have done? What life card would you have played? Cody was 16 years old. He was homeless. He was an orphan. Come to think of it, we were all orphans now. Honey, we need to take your brother in. Cody needs to come and live with us. At 24 years old, for the second time in my life, I watched my second parent go. And a decision was thrust onto my plate that I couldn't have ever imagined. And in my hand of life cards was that card that said, this sucks. Both of your parents are gone. You're an orphan. There's no reason to press on. Just give up. And it looked so enticing, ready to play. And then to the right of that card was a different card, the card of family. And next to that was the card of love and of support. And next to that card was the card of promises. I promised my mom and my dad that I would take care of my brother. And next to that card was the card of ignorance. Because let's face it, what 24-year-old thinks they can raise their 16-year-old brother? You know, the one who's going through puberty and dealing with girls, the one who's only 7 years younger than you, who thinks that they can handle this? But with my wife and my family, we picked up those cards and we slammed them down on the table and we said, we got this. We got this. And so we did. Cody moved in with us. My wife and my family, he lived as a brother, as a son. That created some friction. Our relationship was strained because on one hand, I'm his brother, and the next, I'm his dad. And it took time to overcome, but we got through that. He graduated from school. He actually moved and went to San Jose State. He graduated from college with a business degree, and at the end of this summer is going to be managing a coffee shop down in Carlsbad. He's actually here with me today. We got this. Carissa, she has 2 beautiful girls, and she has a wonderful job. My wife Alex and I, we had our youngest daughter, and then we had our youngest son. That's a card I didn't mean to play. I finished buying out the business. We got this. We got this. Life is great. Life is awesome. What decisions would you have made? What would you have done? In life, you're given opportunities, challenges, situations, and it's the cards that you play that matter the most. It's what you decide to put down in front of you that determines whether or not you're winning or losing at the game of life. As Master Shifu says, yes, from the Kung Fu Panda, there's no such thing as good news, and there's no such thing as bad news. There is only news. It is how you interpret the news. It is what cards you choose to play in life, how you make decisions, and what you choose to do with those situations that determine your game. The game is called life. It is your turn to play. What will your next move be? You got this. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.